Okay, can you give us a general outline here, Josh? Just so I don't fuck this up.
Certainly. So, intro, 420 recap, if anyone did anything special. And then we're going to go into Geeking Out. I don't know if you had anything else for intro, Foo.
I like how you looked up to try to remember what you did on 420.
He's like, oh, fuck.
What did I do? I can't remember.
Then that was
Can I-
good 420.
Can I chalk it up as I can't remember?
Yeah.
Or what is that footage missing from the fucking FBI?
the preceding 48 hours are unaccounted for.
Yeah. It's like they blacklined from the transcript.
We can neither confirm nor deny Jose's whereabouts on 420. So this story cannot be corroborated.
Just cuts to him running down the street.
Oh my God!
Yeah. 48 hours earlier.
Why, God, why?
I didn't know he was dead.
I didn't know.
Oh, shit.
I thought that money was free. How was I supposed to know?
Yeah.
All right, so then Geeking Out, Moon Knight, episode 4 recap. And then the Johnny Depp and Ambert Turd fiascos.
Oh, that's news?
Yeah, it's all over the place.
Yeah.
Then bulletin for Geeking Out is Thor Love and Thunder teaser. Doctor Strange coming out. The real reactions to the latest One Piece episode, which is supposedly supposed to be one of the best. And it is animated wise. It was pretty damn good. And
I
then,
jizzed a little.
I bet you did.
It's
Foo.
not that it
gets
wasn't that kind of episode.
It just got you a little
Well,
hyped.
that can you imagine?
I
if
know.
Something warranted the jizz.
If there was more fighting, then yes, which is supposedly what's supposed to happen in the next episode, whatever. And then bad movie descriptions is what we'll finish off Geeking Out. And then Foobar Sports, Dodgers on fire.
It's fuego foo.
Fuego. Lit. And then the pitching clock is being used in the minors.
Fuck out of here.
And then...
We've needed one of those forever.
no kidding, Foo. They're eventually going to bring... I think they may bring it in like playoff time. And then Winning Time, the series on HBO Max. We haven't really touched on that. There's a lot of controversy.
Yeah,
there's a lot that we have yet to touch on. So
Right.
should we do this in sports or should we do it in Geeking Out?
Sports.
Sports, okay. And then, so we'll end sports with that one. So then before that, we'll do USFL and XFL coming back. USFL is actually playing right now.
Really?
Did you skip the movie Meows?
No, he said it.
You did?
No, yeah, I said it. I said
Okay.
we're ending Geeking Out with
with the movie Meows.
With the Meows. Yeah, and then after Winning Time in Foobar Sports, we'll
Just glaring at you.
we'll do music.
All right. Cool. Well, shall we?
We shall, sir.
Okay, then. It's episode 271. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us once again for another stupid episode of the Foobar Show program. But before we get into any of that, get your Foobar Show swag at foobarshow.com. Find all kinds of items like t-shirts, pillow cushions, mugs, magnets, and stickers in tons of colors and styles. Go to our merch page found at foobarshow.com to check it all out. And next up, click on the link for SoCal rock band The Fallen Electric at the bottom of foobarshow.com for music, tour dates, and merch. On Saturday, April 30th, I will be at the Canyon Inn in Yorba Linda, California, playing with The Fallen Electric. It's going to be an all-nighter, playing from 9:30 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. Free to enter and a full bar available so you can properly enjoy an evening with The Fallen Electric. We also have new merch, so check that out. Logo that I quickly sketched out, and it looks pretty dope considering how simple it is. But yeah, go check that out. So new swag with that. Lastly, Grass Store, everybody! Now servicing all of Southern California and the San Francisco Bay Area. They're the best cannabis delivery service I've ever used. Fucking ever, dude. Fast, reliable, and responsive. That's what I like about my weed guy, Josh. Go to foobarshow.com and click on their Grass Store banner, and first-time users get 30% off of their purchase. Keep clicking that link, and thanks for helping support the show. And now, episode 271. Here we go. From Filthy Martini Studios in Ontario, California, it's the Foobar Show. Hey, what is up, everyone? I am Josie, Josh,
And Steph.
thank you all very much for listening into the Foobar Show. Remember to hit subscribe and be sure to rate, review, and tell a friend like a champ. You can also listen in and get our swag at foobarshow.com. That's FOObarshow.com. And follow FOO Bar Show on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Join in, drop us a line, and we'll foo it up like a couple of foos. Ain't that right, foos?
Foo, do we need to send you back to anger management?
Stop yelling.
I'll kill you, dude.
So angry.
Don't tell me what to do.
Goose fraba foo.
This is how I get it all out. I had a week. I had a fucking week. Considering it was 420 week.
Oh,
So what do you want to start with first?
Well, Foo, let's talk about 420. How was your 420?
I can't remember.
Yeah, then that was a proper 420, people. If you
Yeah.
remember what you did, you didn't do it right.
No, I honestly, listen, I think I put it in order for cannabis. But aside from that, I took the last edible that I had
That's why he doesn't
available to
remember.
me. But then I just watched TV, I think. Nothing really eventful happened until the following day when I got my purchase from Grass Store.
Isn't that sad, Foo? The older we get, the less we care and the less we celebrate things. It's just, why?
Yeah. Well, the only real reason I personally was excited for 420 was the sales.
Yeah, that's true.
Was the sales. I got 30 grams of cannabis. I'm sorry, 10 grams of cannabis for $30.
Well, I was about to say, wow.
Yeah,
you got a
imagine.
hell of a dealer. 30 grams for $30.
No, 10 grams for $30, and that's kind of unheard of these days.
It is, man.
That was one of the sales on Grass Store, man. Click on the fucking link.
Click on the fucking
God
link.
damn, my ears.
I know, so angry.
Click on the link, everybody. It's
Everywhere.
there and available to you as a gift from us to you. Get 30% off.
If I ever go missing, people, you know who to look for. Jose Carrillo.
Yeah. No. Well, yeah, I did it. I fucking did it. Nobody's gonna everybody's gonna thank me. They're gonna throw a parade, dude.
Dang, Foo. Hey,
Yeah.
that's a pretty good way for me to go out then. If the guy that killed me is going to get a parade.
Look, it's a celebration of life.
Yeah,
And death.
before we bury you, we'll fill you up with helium and we'll prop you up on strings like the fucking Macy's Day Parade.
Dang, Foo.
Wow.
You're going to need a lot of helium.
Yes.
A lot,
Yes,
Foo.
we've
Lot.
taken that into consideration. It's just gonna blow up like the Hindenburg.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Oh my God! One of the largest tragedies in the city of Ontario.
The humanity. The humanity.
It smells like barbecue.
Someone please think of the children.
Yeah. Gross.
Yeah, Foo. I mean, even my 420 wasn't as eventful. I mean, I did have an edible, had 3 dabs, and then I ended up watching Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, that is I would not want to watch that on shrooms, and I don't recommend you watching that faded because it freaks you the fuck out because
Nice.
a lot of the imagery is on purpose.
Yeah.
It's supposed to make you feel like you're hallucinating without actually taking anything. So just be wary, everyone.
You know what I haven't done in a long time that I'll probably consider for the next time I really just go all out on a blitz because I have nothing to do that day is the syncing of The Wizard of Oz with
Dark Side?
With Dark Side of the Moon. Have you ever done that?
No.
Have you guys ever?
I've never done that, no.
It's kind of trippy. So on its own, it's okay, especially as jaded millennials.
Yeah.
You're just all right, that's cute. I guess back in the 70s, it's more of a big deal when then who fucking figures that out?
I mean, someone that's really, really high.
A lot of time on their hands,
Yeah.
likely, and is very, very high. But I wouldn't mind doing that on shrooms. I think that'd be cool.
I think that's the
check out.
best way to do that.
Yeah.
If you do it on shrooms.
Yeah, because you're on that wavelength of just chilling with the album.
Right. And again, another movie that can trip you the fuck out, even if you don't take anything.
That's true on its own. It's
I mean, the Little Munchkins, dude. If you were not afraid of the fucking Munchkins, I don't know what's wrong with you.
yeah.
It was terrifying.
And have they upscaled it to 1080p since then? Because I'm sure you can see a lot of the bullshittery happening on those costumes.
They have.
Okay.
They have. So honestly, those movies just don't upscale them. Just leave them how
leave them as is.
man. It's like when they first made the news in HD.
Oh, and you can see all the makeup
on the reporters. You're just like, oh god.
Yeah, Jillian Barbary, you're not hot at all.
No.
Just destroys the illusion.
Wait, did you say Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
Isn't it Alice in Wonderland?
No, it's Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
Which is the album that goes with Alice in Wonderland?
I don't know.
There is one though.
Master of Puppets?
No.
I don't know. I had no idea.
What's the song?
Can you look that up?
Alice and the White Rabbit.
No.
Oh,
That's a
no.
Jefferson Airplane.
Yeah, it's Jefferson
okay.
Airplane,
That's
but that has
just a
nothing to
song.
do with it. Yeah.
Yeah, but
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Are we looking this up?
I'm looking it up.
All right.
She's looking it up. Yeah, man. I was thinking back on the good old days when me and the Foo would just come home from 420, either from winning a free raffle at the local like weed shop, or the Foo just deciding to destroy his credit and buying like 10 ounces of weed. Giddy up. And paraphernalia.
Yeah.
Or even my cousin coming over with the full backpack of weed. Remember that? That was awesome.
You know, man, it's wow. These are memories that were locked away for some reason, likely because I was high as shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember all those were cool times.
It was just us
Those
just
were real cool
getting
times.
so faded. Like anyone that you could smell anyone that would come over that was driving with their windows open, they would tell us like, bro, we can smell your house a full block away. We know it's you guys.
You're
We're
that
like-
house.
Yeah, we're like,
we were that house. Yeah.
I mean, we did it so much that the neighbor had to come over and bring us a candle.
Oh, I remember
candle.
that.
We were so loud, quote unquote.
yeah. I mean, not audibly.
Not audibly.
But yeah, we were loud.
Yeah.
In that respect. Well, shame on them for having a problem with it.
Yeah.
Seems like they have a marijuana problem.
It seems like they need, that they need marijuana.
Yeah, no
And
kidding.
That wife sure did.
So,
Yelling at her poor husband all the time.
oh
poor
my
asshole.
god, she would just yell
That
all the
poor
time.
asshole. I can't believe. Oh man.
It's funny because we'd be smoking in the backyard, and the way our old house was, our back patio was walking to the backyard. There was like this little alleyway,
Corridor.
that little corridor where all of the noise would kind of funnel through, so it'd amplify, like
Right.
where
It would
bounce
catch
off
it
the
like a
sounds.
dish.
Yeah.
And then bring it into our patio.
So we would just hear everything.
Everything that was happening in that house.
Like just yelling at the kids all the time.
Yeah.
The kids
And they're-
just running.
And their
away.
fucking yappy ass dog. Remember they had like a
They had a
small
lot of yappy ass
fucking
dogs,
yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but
And this was behind a cinder block wall.
Yeah.
I can only imagine a freaking regular
God.
fence, wood fence. But back to the 420 days though, man. I still remember bringing just people over and getting them super faded, like so much so that every single one of them was falling asleep. Like my sister, my dad.
Yeah, they would all crash.
DJ No Chill, Danny, and all three of us are just still going strong, doing monster dabs or just fucking ripping the bong.
They weren't used to it.
No, we can. Well, me and the Foo had already had the luxury of living together in that apartment and
Right.
conditioning ourselves there.
And really having a blank check to whatever budget you would put together that week for your weed purchases, because man, if you would see a new product that you were excited for, there was no reason not to get it.
Oh yeah, we were loading up on so much wax. I remember we both would come home like with just a full bag each, a full brown bag of like 2/8 of different types of weed.
I understand a pyromaniac on the 4th of July. Like, I understand him because of you guys.
Foo fire,
Yeah,
fire bud,
right.
burn pretty, fire burn pretty.
I found the album sync with Alice in Wonderland.
Well, it
yeah.
exists.
So it is still Pink Floyd. It's the wall that syncs with it. And so there's actually a way you have to do it.
All right.
So you have to start with the first CD at the beginning of the movie, and then right when the movie starts. When it's complete, when the CD is complete, pause the movie, then start the second CD and unpause the movie at the same time. You have to skip Comfortably Numb on the second CD in order for
I
the
am not
sync.
skipping Comfortably Numb, Steph.
That's what
I will
the
listen
movie
to
sync
it
website
and then
says.
I will proceed.
Yeah, he'll pause the movie, listen to Comfortably Numb,
Fine.
and then continue.
Yeah,
that's
that's the
proper
proper way to do
That's
it.
fair.
proper protocol.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Thank you, Steph.
But if you guys have any other suggestions or any other movies that sync with music or, are very nice, well enhanced, send it over to foobarshow@gmail.com or on our Instagram or Twitter.
Smoke weed every day.
We need it somewhere, Foo.
Yeah.
We need it somewhere.
Did I mention I got 10 grams of? Yeah, I talked about that, right? I'm so high right now.
Yeah.
The other thing was it was Earth Day this week.
Yeah, Foo.
How'd you guys celebrate? I burned cannabis.
I had several dabs.
How did you celebrate, Steph?
I recycled.
Yeah.
I buried my roaches in the yard.
Good job, Food
Yeah.
compost.
Give it back into, the
Into
fucking,
Mother Earth.
Yeah, Mother Earth.
as
to
everything
take.
around it starts to die.
Right.
Yeah. You know how our dog celebrated it? By
Shitting in the
partaking in Darwinism.
Oh man, so I guess there's a family of possums living under our house, and let's
Keyword
just say,
was.
yeah, they're no longer living either. These fucking dogs just tore them up. At least
3 of them.
2.5, really, because that's all we found. The third one was just the top half of the possum, and they're baby possums, so it's just like it sucks. And they're taking care of all the insects that we don't want around, which kind of sucks, but. They're stupid. Like, why are they getting in the dog's way? Like, why are they becoming catchable? It's so easy now. It's like, hey, how'd he get hit by a train? We don't know. You kind of have to stand in front of, in the tracks, right?
Foo, do you not know how possums work?
They're dumb.
They're dumb.
Yeah, they're dumb.
They're dumb. Like the slightest sign of fear, they stop their fucking hearts to play dead.
Yep.
And then they die. Like,
And then they fucking die.
like I can imagine you guys experience that. I've experienced that myself with my we used to have a husky.
Oh, thank God.
Tuna.
I was hoping you wouldn't say, ex-girlfriend.
Well, speaking of husky,
Oh, shit.
we had a husky named Juno, and she would do the same shit. Like when she was
The
too
dog.
quiet, the dog.
Oh.
Yeah, the dog food. Because we would have her outside all the time, and she would I don't know if you've ever heard huskies howl.
Oh my
They
God.
don't howl.
Yeah.
They rah, rah, rah,
Yeah,
rah.
they
It's
scream.
just like, gee,
Yeah.
it's like someone's murdering her. Like I remember I would come home, walking home from school, and all I hear is, like our neighbors would be like, "What are you doing to that poor dog?" We're
That
like,
poor dog.
It's just outside.
He's just
Like,
talking.
We're not
He's
doing
talking.
anything. So sometimes when she was too quiet, we're like, what's going on? We'd open up our blinds, and then we'd just see her with the possum holding it by the hind neck, just like shaking it vigorously, like holy shit. And then she'd put it down because I'd get mad at her. And so then we'd bring her inside, and we leave the possum out there. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go clean it up. It's gone. Like,
Oh,
what the
shit.
fuck? Like, I see it moving, but like a trail of blood behind it. I'm like, oh, bro, just stay down, man.
Yeah.
Just stay down.
Yeah.
Like, just don't need to be a hero.
Stop it.
No need to be a hero. But dude, 2.5? Like, ugh.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know where the parents are.
They're just like, peace.
Yeah, they booked it. Or
Booked
they're
it.
under the house.
Or they're dead. But yeah, anyway, aside from that, it's been quite a tiring week, at least for me, with work and stuff. But it's particularly last night, my band played a show, and these fucking drunks, especially here in the Inland Empire, like they have some. There's something about them. Like they're a different breed of cat from LA drunks. LA drunks will yell at you from afar. Mm-hmm. They'll heckle, but they won't come up like they do here to you, like like you can feel their breath kind of range and just start telling you shit like just off like out of nowhere. And these are the only fucking cats that actually approach the stage mid-song and request a song. Like, bitch, I am playing a song right now. I am busy. I cannot assist you right now. Get back. Get back.
But food, they want to hear plush.
It's coming.
No, I want it now.
No, stop what you're doing. Stop it. Stop it.
What is wrong with these people?
I don't want to hear that song. Skip it. Skip, play the song that I want you to play.
Any other drunk too would wait in between songs, but if I'm like balls deep, elbow deep, whatever you're using to put it in this lady's hole and getting it all the way in to the very, very end, that's how deep I was into the song. And like there was no coming back. I wasn't going to stop the song for this person, but it was making it particularly awkward where I had to say something in the mic. It's like, get back. I'm playing a song.
You should have been like, stop everything. Stop everything. You. Fuck you. Okay, back on. Go. Yeah. Keep it rolling.
Fuck this guy.
DJ request.
But I got to say that these people aren't so bad.
Oh.
Because I think at a certain point, they do look inward and say, let me buy him a drink. And I don't know where there's just a drink that shows up. And I'm like, all right, then.
I think it's like, okay, I've punished him enough verbally. Let's just give him a drink.
It seems like, they're not so bad at the end. But to take me on this ride is not fair.
Foo,
I don't think it's fair at all.
I think you're being victimized, Foo, and manipulated.
I think so.
Because they're conditioning you now to take verbal beatings and then receive a beer afterwards. Yeah. Condition and response, Foo. The new Pavlov's dog over here.
Pavlov.
Sorry I yelled at you. Here's a beer.
Right.
But you piece of shit, you should have played what I wanted. But here's a beer.
It's like I just beat my wife and now I'm buying her like a diamond bracelet or something.
I'm sorry, honey. Yeah. I was just a little fussy that day.
You forgive me, right?
Yeah. Anyway.
Kill him.
So we got a lot to talk about. We got some geeking out. We actually have a game. That's what's on tap. We got sports and music, so let's get into it, shall we?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. You've heard the ads before.
A woman's natural lubrication varies throughout her cycle. This can affect how pleasurable sex can be.
Is no one brave enough to address the friend next door? The chocolate starfish, the balloon gnat, the Hershey highway, the rusty wagon wheel, the dirty sheriff's badge, the pan anal canal. Introducing Ready or Not anal lubricant. Ready or not, here I come.
Okay, nerds, let's go!
Yeah, what else do you want to call it?
Prepare for rear entry.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Ready or not.
Here I come.
Well,
that's a good tagline.
That's a really good tagline, Foo. Yeah. Had a lot of experience.
Ready or nuts. Oh.
Ready or nut?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that what it was?
No.
Oh.
Should have been.
Missed opportunities, Foo. Am I right?
I'm sure you are. What do you got for us today, man?
Well, Foo, we had a fantastic episode again of Moon Knight. So far, this series has not let us down.
Kind of took a pivot in some ways with the style that they gave us in this most recent episode.
Yeah, now it's become more of a mind-bending
Mind fuck,
dude. Like, I have
like Legion.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how it's going. Where we're now inside of his brain. And the personalities are meeting. And so I'm sure we'll probably run into the third one, Jake Lockley, at some point in this next one.
They're just going to have to show it.
They
at
have
this point.
to.
Because in the episode, you see the both of them. Mm-hmm. Right? That's not giving anything away. That's just what happens.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, who's in control of the body if these two are in the mind?
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. And then you see that one sarcophagus in that room they passed by where someone's like battling to get out. So it potentially could be Jake, could be another personality that we have yet to meet.
Yeah, because if this show has told us and taught us something based on critics that have put their shit up on YouTube and stuff, they're taking their liberties with this version of Moon Knight.
Right.
You know, we there supposedly, I guess, there's not going to be that billionaire person because it resembles Bruce Wayne way too much. So they don't want to even try to approach that, you know.
Yeah, that's why they made Stephen Grant a gift shop operator
At a museum.
At a museum,
But he's a
take away-
savant too. Like he's kind of a nerd about those kinds of things.
Exactly.
About the Egyptian lore and all that.
Right. So now you see a little bit more of that, where he has that archaeologist side.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I loved specifically in this one is the transition between Steven and Mark.
Yeah.
Like where they were willing to transition back and forth to, where he's like, all right, this is on you. And then all of a sudden
Yeah.
you just see him change, thanks, cheers, mate. And just like goes into that shitty British accent that he has. But
You know what? Considering
but he does it on like there's a reason why he does it. Like, and he even said that, like, he knows it's not the best, but there's a reason why.
I don't know. I still think it's pretty good considering what it is. It's because I wouldn't be able to do it. I mean, like,
And he's South American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's
that's not
Hispanic.
even. Yeah, he's Hispanic.
Yeah. But hey, that shows how good of a range he has got.
Yeah, he's really good with that
Yeah.
linguistics.
The acting range between him changing from Mark to Steven is just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That is really good acting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
very
just
much
like in
so.
Split when he did that in Split. What's his face?
James McAvoy.
Good old Who's It's.
Yeah, who's it's Foo? Exactly.
McAvoy.
McAvoy, Professor X. Yeah, Foo. It's so far the whole series, the acting, everything's been good. I'm interested in finding out if they're going to reveal that it was still Mark that killed Layla's dad and the archaeologists. That potentially maybe it's the third personality, and that because remember Mark says that
Oh, and he denies it. He's like, it wasn't me.
it was my partner. So what if the partner is Jake?
Oh, what the fuck?
That's I just have this feeling that that's where they're leaning.
I
towards.
wasn't even thinking that. That is that's a crazy theory, man.
It just fits. It fits
Yeah.
because they've really
Knowing what we know now.
subtly just introduced him episode on episode. From the first one where he's in the Swiss Alps, he kills all those dudes after he
Yeah.
tries to take the scarab. Like you can tell who was Mark and then who was not. So yeah, the series, keep watching. There's only 2 more episodes left. Disney Plus once again, just knocking it out the park with these Disney Plus series. There's actually another one coming up too. A lot of us kind of have slept on, and that's the new Miss Marvel Disney Plus series. And
That's out?
It's going to be coming out.
Oh.
That's the
this
next one.
year.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the next TV series that they're going to be working
keep
on.
us engaged.
So it has a more young adult aspect to it.
Yeah, and then you're obviously going to get reprisals or returns of Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, as well as I forget her name, but from Photon from WandaVision.
Yeah.
She'll be coming back. Obviously, we'll see her in the new Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness movie. So I'm sure she'll be in there because that Miss Marvel TV series is eventually going to lead to the Marvels, the Marvel movie that's going to be show all of the different Marvel family.
So is that like the DC's version of a Shazam, where you have a Shazam family?
Considering that Shazam was Captain Marvel, yeah.
Yeah.
They
It's-
were the first Marvel family.
It's so funny how they parallel like the names of these, and then they create a family. Marvel creates a family after DC has already created the family.
Is it just like a middle finger to each other?
They always rip
Yeah.
each other
Because
off.
they do it to each other.
They do it to each other. Yeah, it's widely known that they rip each other
and
off.
The Boys is like putting that in our face.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's the same shit, guys. Like, what do you like? It's
Marvel and DC did it. Why can't we?
Yeah.
That's what Robert Kirkman is saying.
pretty much.
Like, it works as long as it works, right?
It works. Well, that's Invincible. Also is also kind of yeah.
It's
I guess.
it's a Kirkman property.
Is
Yeah,
it?
so it is because it's like a more demented version of Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Omni-Man. So yeah, I can't wait for that season to come out too. Especially the boys too. So Foo, there's actually been a big story that's been going on. We haven't really touched on it in the past few weeks, but it does star 2 comic book or nerddom actors in Johnny Depp and Amber Turd. Amber Turd.
Yeah, man. Who would have thunk that all this bullshit would be coming out from these two? Now, this is Johnny Depp defending his kind of persona, his name.
Yeah.
He's fighting to regain his reputation,
Mm-hmm.
So the and they're airing this on TV. Like, it's accessible. You can watch the court proceedings take place, and it's crazy how it's like Amber Heard is just getting shit on because of how unprepared their lawyers are. The lies that they're kind of catching her in. Supposedly, I forget the brand name of the makeup, but she said that she had to hide her bruises using a specific brand of makeup that she had in her purse. That brand has come out and said, we didn't make that particular makeup until the next year. So it's just like they're catching her in a lie. And so I saw this on Instagram the other day, posted by Fuckboy Problems. I subscribe to them or follow them, and they put up some funny memes a lot of the time. But here's a video. Oh, let me get the audio going here.
Bigger than Amber, correct? Physically.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
They're like the same size.
You agree with me?
Anyway, they've been posting a lot of that. Here's another one. Where's the one I saw earlier?
And she comes in with a power suit too.
She does?
That's a power suit, dog.
There's one thing you can.
And I guess I didn't find it. Anyway, yeah, they posted something the other day in regards to like how unprepared the lawyers were, asking questions that they didn't really know the answer to, and he was just kind of replying and like. They were asking, like, do you think that cocaine would fit in that little box? He's like, I guess you can put cocaine in that box. Or they were asking him, were you drinking whiskey in the morning for breakfast? And he's like, it's happy hour at some point, isn't it? Like, just answering, like, with these smart aleck questions, answers. And I found it to be quite humorous.
I mean, some of the stories that have been coming out too on the things that she's done. I mean, we've heard some of the things like that she physically beat him. Others are more manipulative and crazy in that she, when he was coming home, she shit on his side of the bed.
Oh, yeah.
And he just stood there giggling. Like, his bodyguards and all them were like, yo, do you want us to get her out of there? And he just laughed. So he enabled a little bit some of it. But dude, like, she ruined his career. She pulled him. He left his wife and kids for her.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't remember when that happened, that was like around 2011 when the Rum Diaries came out.
Yeah,
that's where they met.
That's where they met on the set of the Rum Diaries.
Wow.
And you know Johnny Depp, he's pretty method. So during that time, he was getting really trashed, and she was taking full advantage of this at that time. Mm-hmm. And so then at this point, it just like spiraled. Do you guys remember that story about how their dogs were banned from Australia?
I remember that.
That's right.
And like they had to come out for a public apology and apologize to Australia for bringing in their unregistered dogs into the country.
I do remember. That was such a weird story.
Yeah, because like Australia was going to put down the dogs because they weren't allowed in or out.
They were like little Yorkies, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. It's like, oh, hey, let's just kill your dogs because you brought them over.
Yeah, and then it ended up being that revealed a lot more was going on between them. Like, that's when all the allegations of beating and like all this other stuff was just coming out. So, justice for Johnny, man.
Yeah, I think I found the clip, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Here we go.
Now, you're a lot bigger than Amber, correct?
I know, that's the same one.
Physically?
Never mind. All right. All right, moving on.
Well, Foo, so some bulletin stuff we've had this week. We had the new Thor Love and Thunder teaser trailer finally come out. And god damn, I am fucking hyped. I am hyped to see this movie.
Yeah, dude, Jane. She's the new Thor, I guess.
So in the comic books, she does become the mighty Thor. And in the comics...
Well, how is that different from regular Thor?
Because women are mightier.
Copyrights?
That too.
Okay.
They almost said they own that property. Whatever.
Thor owns his own shit.
Well, Foo, we got to differentiate Mighty Thor from God Thor.
I guess.
Yeah. And the key difference here is that she is the one that wields Mjolnir. And Thor,
he has Stormbreaker.
He has Stormbreaker now. Which begs the question, how in the hell did Mjolnir reassemble itself?
Yeah.
Because you can visibly see in the trailer that this one is broken. So someone brought it back together.
She glued it.
Yeah. Super glue. Gorilla glue. Went down the aisle at Lowe's. It's like, oh, well, this is just a waste.
Yeah, no
Well,
kidding. It was crafting. I'm sure it's on Etsy, you know?
She knew a guy.
Yeah.
She knew a guy that knew a guy. But a lot of the imagery you see in it, from him being really fat and like doing the battle ropes with those giant chains, that looked awesome.
Yep.
To the little scene that we got with Peter Quill, kind of telling him what's important.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He like moves his head in his view. He's like, "You mean me, right?" The little things, man. It is peak Taika Waititi directing.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait to see more trailers, and I can't wait to see this movie. I'm really excited. I was excited when they announced it, and
Did you notice how he has 2 blue eyes?
Yeah, because remember, what? Yeah, he does, huh?
does.
He's supposed to have like a brown eye, isn't
Yeah.
he? Well, it's
Don't we all?
Rusty wagon wheel,
The
right?
wagon wheel. That's right.
Must have fixed him.
Must have fixed them. We have yet though to see Gore the God Butcher, which is being played by none other than Christian Bale.
Oh, that's right.
So his appearance is still yet to come.
He's the bad guy.
He's the bad guy. And so I can't wait till we finally get to see him, because it's going to be like a mixture of practical and CGI from what they said. I've seen some kind of like set pictures, and he looks pretty creepy already, like in a white veil, and his skin is all white and everything, and he carries this giant sword.
Wow.
So it's going to be nuts. And then we also got a glimpse of Russell Crowe's Zeus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Russell Crowe is playing Zeus in this. So it is.
So they're going to touch on the Greek mythology.
Pretty much, it is the gods of thunder and lightning show or movie.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's pretty cool, and I like
Damn.
that. We're finally, because a lot of people don't realize is that in the Marvel comics, Odin and Zeus are on the Council of Gods.
Uh-huh.
So they pretty much help protect all the realms. So now that Odin's gone, now, it's pretty much just Zeus as one of the elder ones. So it's whether he's going to really accept Thor, or we're going to see a thunder fight.
It's like when they assemble on South Park, where it's Jesus and
Santa Claus.
Buddha and Santa Claus.
Oh, and Aslan
and
from
Mohammed.
Narnia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good stuff.
Damn, imagine if the Eternals were in here.
I mean, they technically do belong to this universe.
Yeah,
so
they do.
They're around.
They do. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a little sneak peek at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Or they're actually coming out this year with a Christmas special directed by James Gunn.
Okay.
So that's going to
Nice.
lead into Guardians 3.
A Kiss Christmas special?
Kinda. Or like a Star Wars Christmas special. I really want to see some singing Wookiees.
Okay.
That's all. That's what will sell me.
That's what we need.
That's all I want.
That's what we need.
That's all I want, Foos.
That's what's going to save the world.
Speaking of saving the world, Foo, we are coming up on the next big staple, and I think the biggest Marvel movie yet in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. It's
Yep.
coming out in about 2 weeks.
This is going to introduce the new phase, like
It's
in
their-
its full glory.
Exactly, their
Yeah.
new cornerstone movie. I'm excited. We got our tickets, right?
We did.
We
did.
got tickets?
Yeah.
When are we going?
Oh my God.
Saturday, I think.
Nice.
The
in the
7th.
morning, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the morning. It's in the
So
morning.
you gotta wake up, Foo.
And then we're going to see Pearl Jam that day.
Yeah.
Nice.
By the way, you still owe me $20.
Oh, right. About that. Come on. Oh, pay after. Yes, but I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'll pay you, Steph. I swear. Don't take my legs. She's a second-degree black belt now. She'll kill me before I even hit the floor.
Roundhouse you to the head.
Yep.
Roundhouse. Yes, but if you guys have not got your tickets, get them now, because I have a feeling they will be selling out pretty quickly. It's a good movie that's coming up, and everyone's excited. One of the last few things before we get into our next game is One Piece episode 1015 premiered this week, and what's so special about this episode, besides being 1015, which, Jesus Christ, how long is this?
That's
thing's
a lot,
It's
dude.
been going on for 25 years, man.
Fuck.
25 years this show has been going.
How many do you figure of the people associated with creating the episodes are still around from back from the beginning?
The only person that counts, none other than Eiichiro Oda, who is the writer and artist of One Piece, and this guy has been world building this whole thing for 25 years. Like, he shows little snippets. Like, if you go back and rewatch it, and after just watching the latest episode, you'll be like, holy shit, like, this guy had set this up like 900 chapters ago.
Wow, dude.
Exactly. Like, a big reveal happened in the manga that you're like, wait a minute. And people, I watch on Reddit, people point out, like, yo, he actually hinted at this in chapter like 900 something or 600 something. So this guy slowly has been world building One Piece for 25 years. And he's still going, because this isn't even the biggest arc that's going to happen. After, so right now, the arc that they're on is called the Wano Country Arc, where the setting is kind of like a feudal Japan kind of setting, where it's in the world of One Piece, it's pretty much divided into like 4 quadrants. You have the East Blue, the West Blue, South Blue, and the North Blue. And each of those oceans are divided by a long strip of land around one side. It's like a huge, like, single strip of land called the Red Line.
All right.
And then on the other side, on the other axis, is what's called the Grand Line, where the ocean cuts across singly, like in one way, across an entire, like the equator of the entire world.
Okay.
Look,
and so
okay,
it creates
wait,
like a
I'm going to
T.
stop you right there, because that just defies the laws of physics.
This
okay?
world
does not make
hold
any
on,
sense.
It's a cartoon.
This is
Oh my God.
This world is fucking nuts, because they actually have 6 moons on this particular planet.
Whoa!
So
Okay, no, I don't believe any of this.
so it causes the ocean to act a little weird and have, like, each island, especially when they go into this on the opposite side of the Red Line called the New World, each island has a completely different temperature, and like, it's really weird, like, it'll shift. So the whole premise of this show is a single boy by the name of Straw Hat Luffy, Monkey D. Luffy, kind of wants to become...
Come on down, Straw Hat Luffy. Woohoo!
He's a cartoonish little... He is very much like a cartoonish little guy. He's a rubber man who ate the gum fruit.
Aren't we all? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there are these these weird fruits in the world called devil fruit. And what happens is that when you eat one of them, they'll give you a specific power, but you lose your ability to swim. So as soon as you eat them, you'll have fucking amazing powers. Like, you can kill someone instantly, but as soon as you touch water, you'll immediately drown and you'll die.
Nice.
You can never take a shower on this planet.
Seriously, that's why most of the pirates are nasty and smelly.
Gross.
Syphilis. Syphilis. So this boy, Monkey D. Luffy, he's trying to build his crew to become the king of the pirates. And in his mind, what the king of the pirates is to be the freest person in the whole world. And the reason why is there's this world government that has been secretly controlling everything, so much so that they have voided 100 years of history.
Jesus.
Like, there is literally 100 years of missing history, and
That was me this week in 420.
Exactly, Foo. Exactly.
Moments later.
Footage is missing.
Footage is missing. We cannot confirm nor deny what happened during this time. And they're actually literally killing people who try to find out what happened during this 100-year void history. And so throughout their adventures, they see that the world government's become corrupt, so much so that there's still slavery. They have this faction of, like, people that were the founders of this whole government that they call celestial dragons. So these guys can do whatever the fuck they want. They can literally see you on the street and, like, I want them as my slave. And so the government will literally get a normal looking person and make them a slave.
Jeez.
And so, like, you start seeing that, wait a minute, you sympathize with the pirates more than you do with the government. And it's the whole world just builds more and more. You see little stories here and there. So in this one, in episode 1000, or in episode 1015, it's the straight adaptation of chapter 1000 from the manga. And it's chapter 1000, so it's already a monumental chapter in the manga. So
1,000.
1,000. And in this one, they reveal that in the past, 20 years in the past, when Gold D. Roger found the One Piece, him and the Shogun of Wano, where they're at right now, had found out what the One Piece was, and they realized that what the One Piece was a block written in a language that only the people from Wano can read. And in it pretty much predicted that in 20 years, a group of pirates will be visiting the country of Wano and would free it and would destroy or kill the single person that's the strongest one in the world, who is Kaido. He's like a giant ogre guy that can actually turn himself into a Azure dragon, like the ones from the Japanese myths that can like climb on clouds and like hold clouds and dragon, like in Dragon Ball, kind of like what those look like.
Okay.
So this guy Kaido is legit. He calls himself
shit about fuck.
Exactly, Foo. He calls himself the King of Beasts, and no one can kill him. So any hit, nothing even hits him. That's his big thing, is that he can't die. So in this episode, you find out that Luffy's the one that they've been waiting for this whole time to arrive and free them. And then you see like the animation in this episode, in my opinion, top notch. It's where a lot of the animation I feel needs to go. But it's just a feels good episode, and you don't really even need to know all of One Piece to just enjoy the episode. And what did you guys think of it? I showed it to you before we watched it.
You told me that we weren't going to cry, and I was in tears at the end of this episode.
There's no reason for any of that. Why were you crying?
It was a sad episode. And also very satisfying.
It was pretty satisfying to watch. It just seemed like a pretty much of an accomplishment more than anything. I like the drawings and stuff. It seemed very old school too to me compared to the kind of modernized way that they're drawing anime on TV these days too. Yeah,
and that's a testament to Eiichiro Oda. They really he keeps that rubber hose style intact. Like even in the manga, he has not changed. He has not tried to modernize. He keeps One Piece, the soul of One Piece, of what it is. But they enhance obviously you see the effects of some of the hits that they do are like out of this world. But it's a really fun story. I recommend everyone, just as soon as you watch it, I guarantee you won't want to stop. It's a long ride. It's a long journey, but it's totally worth it. Especially if you catch up or even if you read the manga. It's totally worth it. So yeah.
Just one episode a day.
That's it.
That's all you got to do.
Just be slow about it.
Is there an end in sight?
So Oda said that he's going to Yeah.
The show goes on! This is my home! They're gonna need a fucking wrecking ball to take me out of here!
That is him. That is him to a T. Him to a T.
I knew how to quit you.
He can't quit it, man. But he has about 5 more years remaining to write out the manga. No, to write out the manga.
All right.
So the manga will end in about 5 years. The anime probably will end maybe about 6 or 8, just because of how long they spread it out. So, I mean, if you look at it right now, episode 115 is chapter 1000. So they're about like 15 chapters behind, or right now, and they're on 1047. So it's probably gonna be at least another 6 or 8 years.
So how many parts are we gonna get for this final season?
Like stupid Attack on Titan, where they're going into final season, the Finaru season, part 3.
So you see, One Piece is different. They don't do that shit. Yeah. It's just all one straight season. They just go based off of arcs. So there's really no end in sight.
Stop making this hard, dude.
Oh shit!
Tell fucking Isayama and Attack on Titan, dog. It's your gripes with them, not me. But yeah, everyone give One Piece a try. A lot of big shit's happening, so yeah,
give One Piece a chance.
One Piece a chance, Foo. Just a piece, though.
Okay.
Yeah, not the whole thing. Just a piece.
One piece.
Just one piece.
Understood.
Well, Foo, are you ready?
Yeah, we're gonna play this game here. I got I'm gonna fucking bring this back from the dead. All right, so we got a new game going on today, guys, and the rules are pretty simple. Each of us were tasked to come up with Well, the thing is, poorly or very poorly explain a movie. In
Movie
just like movie descriptions poorly explained in just a matter of 1 or 2 sentences. Okay. So we each have 2, and of course you buzz in by yelling out your name, and the person who ends up with the most points at the end of the game wins. But also, if nobody gets your explanation, you get that point.
Oh.
So it's kind of an added layer. So I'm hoping that it doesn't just end up in like a 2-2 tie. So
we only get our movies.
Yeah. So I don't know if we want to flip a coin or if you want to just assign who goes first. All right, Steph goes first.
It's in the prenup.
Okay.
All right, Steph.
All right.
Should I have a bell? I didn't even have that prepared. Should I have like a little bell or something?
Do what you can, man.
Do I have one?
No, you don't need a bell.
I don't need a bell?
No.
I have one.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Is it a good bell?
It's this bell.
Yeah, that's fine. That's a good
Okay. Not like a little bicycle bell. But
No, I don't have one of those.
Okay, we'll get one.
I have the little coin.
Oh.
Kind of like that better.
All right, let's go with the coin.
All right, Steph.
Okay.
All right, well, that's our time.
Okay. Okay. Let me not botch this because it's in my head and
Too late.
saying it.
You should have written this down.
I should have written it down. Okay. Here's the description. A young lad meets his demise after during his illegal journey to America and stealing a rich man's woman.
Wait.
Joe, Titanic.
Damn it!
Oh, damn.
All right, that's one for me. All right, Josh, you want to go next?
Yeah, I'll go next.
All right.
Okay. 3 best buddies move up the company ladder at work, but end up getting murdered, locked up, and on the run.
Oh, shit. 3 murdered on the run. What the fuck? Can I hear it again?
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
3 best buddies move up the company ladder at work, but end up getting murdered, locked up, or on the run.
This is a movie.
This is a movie. You're going to slap yourself when I tell you.
3 buddies from work move
Sick.
up the...
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
No.
God damn it.
It's more than 3 buddies in Lord of the Rings.
Well, yeah.
It's a 9 fellowship of 9. Foosy?
Yeah, well, let me go with Star Wars? Phantom Menace?
It is
my first guess.
Goodfellas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they sure do. They sure do. Yeah,
Got him.
Yeah, they're trying to become made men.
Trying to be made men. They're 3 buddies trying to go up the company ladder. But one gets murdered, one gets locked up, and one ends up on the run.
All right. Well,
got him.
That's a point for you. Fuck. All
That
right.
is.
Well, all right. You already have a leg up here. See.
Are you keeping score?
Yeah,
I am. I got him.
one.
I got him. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see what happens here. You guys probably mine suck. All right. Here we go. Suicidal bank clerk uses Looney Tune tactics to avoid mob hit. Suicidal bank clerk uses Looney Tune tactics to avoid mob hit.
Looney Tune tactics to avoid a mob hit.
I guess they don't suck.
Josh.
Yeah?
Free Guy.
No. Steph, it's on you to steal or just answer.
Is it Speed?
No.
Damn.
It's The Mask. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a good one, Foo.
Yeah, thanks. All right. So that is
2-1-0.
2-1-0. All right,
Yeah.
cool. So that's me. All right, Steph, we're back to you here.
Fuck.
What's your second one?
You guys are gonna hopefully not get this, but
All
I'll
right.
fucking try. Okay. Enhanced siblings take down a bully in New York City.
What?
Josh.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, all right.
Can I hear that again?
Enhanced siblings take down a bully in New York City.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Man,
That's good.
I thought mine were really
That's
hard,
2-2. 2-2 nothing.
All right, Steph, let's hope you get this. I doubt it, but let's go. All right. Man enters jungle to find old war buddy.
Steph. Predator.
No.
What's the name of the? Hang on, I got this. It's what's the name of the movie? Marlon Brando.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on.
Come on, Foo. 5, 4.
No, don't give me a.
Oh, I know that. I know what it is.
Oh no.
You can steal Steph if he doesn't say it.
Oh no. I'm blanking. I know the movie. I know they even did a redux on it. Oh, it's fucking.
I know what it is.
The director makes wine.
Apocalypse Now.
Yep. Point for Steph.
Okay.
I mean, that's a good description, though, right? Good, bad description.
He's like, I can see it. I'm playing it in my head.
All 3 hours just flashed before my eyes. Fuck you guys. All right. So 2-2-1.
2-2-1. This is it for all the marbles.
With the marbles. Not really. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Computer nerd trips balls and is reborn into reality.
Josh.
Damn it.
Yeah.
The Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Josh, you win. You piece of shit.
I'm going to pick harder ones next time.
Yeah, I'll just play this real quick. Well done, man. Well done.
I am the truest repairman.
Jesus Christ. I understand we have sports.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into it. The Los Angeles Department of Corrections introduces their 2022 Death Row Inmate Calendar. Get a new inmate every month with a description of their heinous acts against society, warranting their ultimate capital punishment. By the time their month hits, it's likely they'll be long gone. Death Row Inmate Calendars. Their days are numbered. What's crackling in the sports world? Sports ball.
Sports ball, foo. Sports. A lot of nothing.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding, foo. There's a lot going on, man. We got NBA playoffs going. We have the MLB in full effect. Dodgers on fire, man. 10-4 so far. We did lose one last night to the Padres, but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
we're doing a little better.
Can't win them all. It is baseball after all.
It is baseball, foo, and a little lulls are fine every once in a while, especially since we did go through a 7-game win streak. That kind of brought us to this point, and our lineup just looks deadly. The more and more you see it, the more it just makes me so happy. Yeah. It's the best way for us to let Kershaw go out with the bang, foo.
I hope so. I hope so because, I don't want people to continue to refer to our championship as, a COVID bubble chip.
That bothers the crap out of me. They do the same.
The Lakers.
Same thing with the Lakers too. They have the asterisks on their championships, or it's like, bro, they still had to earn them. Like they still had to play the games and still earn them. So it is what it is, though, and it'd be nice to finally get one that feels like it is really earned. And I think we have a chance. Definitely have a chance this year. But Foo, they're actually been trying some new things with baseball. Not only do we finally have the universal DH, they're also trying the pitching clock in the minor leagues.
What took them so long?
A lot of fucking arbitration and union negotiations.
Watch, if they ever install a clock, these games are going to be like a half hour.
Actually, Foo, I'm glad you said that because in a recent study, in the first 132 minor league games last year with a pitch clock, the average game time was 2 hours and 39 minutes.
That's pretty sweet.
Dude, that is awesome.
That's pretty sweet.
That's
enough time.
That is enough. Exactly.
That's enough.
Because the average time before the pitch clock, or at least the average time of an MLB game is roughly 3 hours. Roughly.
At least sometimes. Most of the time.
And that's if you don't have extra innings.
Yeah. Just the average fucking game.
Dude, wasn't there an extra innings game that was like 9 hours long? I think it was the Dodgers and Padres.
That was stupid.
They got
that was dumb.
So far into the lineups that they ended up having like actual positional players go out and pitch.
Yeah.
We ended up having like Justin Turner go out and pitch. Puig pitched.
Yeah.
It's just like, what the hell's going on?
It was a photo op.
Yeah.
What that was.
Yeah, they were all just playing around.
It was a what if
point.
episode. What the fuck that was.
Oh god. Yeah, so I am all for this, and essentially what the pitch clock is, pretty much it's the same time that you see for plays in the NFL. The pitchers have about 25 seconds to choose their pitch and to start their windup,
which should take faster now, especially with this new device that they have and that tells them.
Yeah, exactly. You would hope, right? And so how it works is if a pitcher violates the clock, then that becomes an automatic ball. So it's a ball for the hitter. Now, if the hitter violates the clock, meaning if they step outside the box too many times,
count. All right.
They get a strike awarded to them.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so it evens out. You either get a strike if you violate it as a hitter, or a ball if you violate it as a pitcher. Yeah. Again, I'm all for it because it's actual real time consequences. And it will, like you said, it'll speed it up because shit, like what if you're 3-2 on the count,
right?
And then the hitter fucking violates, boom, strikeout, automatic. So I'm all for this. I think they needed to implement this in the MLB a long time ago.
Yeah. I mean, how many years have we been hearing people who aren't about it claim that they're not about baseball because of how long and boring things are? And it's really hard to argue because it is long at times. But as a baseball fan, it just comes with the territory. You just deal with it, but you enjoy the stats and the action when it's actually happening.
Right. And when you're at the park, it's you feel the environment, you feel the nice slow pace. It's enjoyable because you have it's like the time of year too, the weather. It just feels great to be out in the park. You feel the breeze, have a nice beer in your hand.
Right. Hot
dog or whatever other crap you want to fill your stomach with at the ballpark. Yeah. Like those carne asada fries at
they've been getting
Park.
Down with the food options. Unless you're I understand that the Anaheim Angels or the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim have the arguably the worst stadium food in like California.
It sucks, man.
Yeah,
it's all bad.
Like they're not pumping money into that. I don't know what's happening with the Angels. The only thing they got going for them is Ohtani.
Yeah, and I mean, but that's crazy because if you think about it, they still have arguably the best player.
Trout.
Exactly, the best player in baseball. We forget about Trout because the dude doesn't like to be public. He's like the new Kareem. Doesn't like to do any public appearances, but. Yeah, I mean the Angels. Don't even get me started on what's wrong with the Angels.
We don't have that kind of time.
We don't got that time on this podcast. No, that'll fill a whole hour.
Yeah,
we don't want that. No one wants that.
Nobody.
You
have a minute to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
That's what it is. The Angels are the Jehovah's Witnesses or the Jesus Latter-day Saints of baseball.
Wow. Yeah.
They're just trying to spread the word of the good Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's okay, Angels. You may get one.
You know what we need for the Angels to actually make a name for themselves? We need a little boy to go out into the field and start flapping his wings.
That's what they've been missing.
Yeah.
They've been
just
missing.
like, and reprise, the happenings that happened in that blockbuster hit, Angels in the Outfield.
Food, did you know that they made a sequel, but for the minor leagues?
The hell you say?
I kid you not, Food.
Explain yourself. What do you mean?
What
do you mean?
Right now, there's an Angels in the Outfield too, Food. I'll follow you right now.
What the fuck?
Good God.
What the fuck?
So there's a sequel. Like somebody...
Are they in the infield now? Did they come home?
Did they make a? I thought they made a football themed one, which had the exact same premise.
Did they?
Minus Christopher Lloyd, or maybe it had
You know what?
Christopher
No,
Lloyd.
that is what I'm thinking of. I'm sorry, it's
Is
not
it?
baseball. It's football.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they did it with football.
Football version of Angels in the Outfield. What is it called?
Let's see.
All right.
Angels in the End Zone, I think it was.
Yep. That's what it is.
In the end zone.
Yep,
End
Angels in
zone.
the End Zone.
Hey, so when are we gonna watch the Dodger game?
Let's look at the schedule. We'll do it after this pod. But
Yes.
yes, we will be going to Dodger game. Everyone go to Dodger games. Only Dodgers. Fuck the Angels. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, dog.
All right.
That's all I'm saying. Yes, Angels in the End Zone, 1997 movie. Let's look at the premise here, everybody. For those of you that need a nice refresher. Al the Angel returns, but this time
It's still Christopher Lloyd?
he visits.
Oh, no.
This time he visits a small town and manages to halt the losing tradition of their high school football team.
Did he have back taxes to pay off?
He sure did, pal. Also, changing forever the lives of two young brothers who recently lost their father. Angels in the End Zone, starring Paul Dooley, Matthew Lawrence, David Gallagher, and Christopher Lloyd. 4.7 on IMDb.
Unrated. That means it went straight to VHS.
Or did it, Foo? It was in theaters.
Oh, it was?
It was in theaters.
It's unrated. They just didn't bother.
No, it's right there.
Rating it.
4.7.
He's wearing the
No,
old school.
I mean like PG or G or what the fuck.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit that went down, the Foo. They kept it unrated.
All right.
He's wearing the old school football helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah. The leather one?
Yeah, look. See? It came out on VHS, Foo. Matthew Lawrence.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
The shit they used to make in the day, Foo. I tell you.
Remember? Yeah. It was Disney has come a long way because there was either your fucking like Lion King, Pocahontas, these juggernaut movies, or
Johnny Tsunami.
or little straight to like VHS, but like a lot more than those. Like they were just creating crap.
Did they have
on the side.
Casper and Wendy, Foo.
Yeah.
The Barney movie.
Did they also do Air Bud?
They did
They
Airbud.
sure as shit did, yeah. And the Big Green.
The Big Green, that's
the hell?
right.
What is that?
That's the soccer team.
That's the soccer team.
Where you have the kid from what's it called? Sandlot?
Yeah, the fat
Ham.
kid, yeah.
He plays the goalie. I forget who else is in that.
You know what's a really good soccer movie comedy? Is Shaolin Soccer.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Fucking love it,
That
dude.
one's awesome.
Same
Yeah.
creators of like Kung Fu Hustle and all that. So yeah.
Slapsticky Chinese comedy.
Oh, it's
yeah, it's good stuff.
So good.
So good. Foo, but in other football news or in sports news, Foo, there's still football in spring.
Oh yeah.
I'm not talking about college football, Foo.
Oh right.
I'm talking about professional.
Right.
And who knew that the United States Football League is back?
And I should care, right?
You should, Foo. You should, even though there's not a single team in the fucking West Coast for us.
Oh.
They have the Michigan Panthers.
All right.
I don't ever recall a Panther being in Michigan, but okay. The New Jersey Generals. Sounds about right.
All right.
The
Guess.
the Pittsburgh Maulers, starring quarterback Ben Roethlisberger. Sports.
Big Ben went to them.
Well, Foo, they're the Maulers, so I'll leave it up to you.
All right.
The Philadelphia Stars.
Yeah.
The Birmingham Stallions, Foo. Alabama's got a team.
Mm-hmm.
The Houston Gamblers. That wasn't hard to think of.
Well, you got to know when to hold them.
You got to know when to fold them.
Yeah. All right.
You got to know when to hide away. Know when to run.
No.
You better count your money while sitting at the table. There's plenty of time for counting when the winning is done.
Close your mouth.
How dare you silence the gambler? And then we got the New Orleans Breakers and the Tampa Bay Bandits.
I would have gone with the Levies.
Well, Food, they broke, so
Too soon?
the Breakers.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're just breaking all the time.
I understand. That's less morbid.
That is Foo.
Yeah.
Sure is.
You got to read
Floridians.
into it. Yeah. Put it on a cracker.
And Foo, a lot of these teams are pretty much, it's like becoming the minor league NFL. because after their season is over, they have a chance of getting drafted into the NFL afterwards.
So Big Ben still has a chance?
He has a chance, Foo. He's got a chance. Pittsburgh still needs him.
There really is no minor league.
Not for the
NFL.
Well, they tried and then they absorbed them. Remember my San Diego Fleet?
The American Football League, Foo.
Yeah, remember that?
The Alliance of American Football. That's what it was.
I mean, they got the merch down, and then after that, there's like,
that's too much. It's too much merch.
We're over it.
Yeah, they ran out of money.
You can buy your merch here on XFL.com. If you want your stars logos, Foo.
So is this what the XFL is now? The USFL?
It's no. So that's what I wanted to bring up.
All right.
Is that even though there is an XFL this year, next year the XFL will be returning under new ownership, and the owner,
Shane McMahon.
Actually, it is a WWE star.
Okay.
None other than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Oh shit!
So they've revamped their logo now. This is their new logo. Kind of looks like a Dell, a new Dell computer.
It does look like a Dell computer.
Yeah, it's very basic. They went more with the minimalist style.
Yeah, no shit.
They have yet to reveal the teams that will be carrying on. They've completely tried to reorganize it, like 100%. They realized that it needed a new facelift, and The Rock came in to kind of help with that.
There's nothing wrong with a logo, though. I mean, if that's the only thing he's kind of burning calories for,
No, I think there's a lot more that we've yet to come out. They actually have a lot of ex-NFL coaches and officiating crew.
Okay.
The ex-head of officiating, Dean Blandino, you actually see him a lot doing officiating or rule kind of explanations during Fox broadcasts when they come in during like the challenge. Dean Blandino is actually the head of officiating for the XFL now.
Oh,
so they're really carrying over a lot of the NFL in this. Now, as far as when they will be playing, it's still up in the air. I think they're going to plan to play during like the actual summer months. But it still remains to be seen. I'm excited to see what they do with it, and I'll be following just because I like to watch sports year round.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's another reason to build like a fantasy team around it and, do what you fucks do.
Yeah.
Over there.
Yeah. Argue about impossible, stupid bullshit. That
Geeking out about big
sports.
buff men in tight suits throwing a ball around.
Well, Foo, when you say it like that, it makes me want to play it even more.
It's just a different way of being a geek, really.
It really is. The fantasy football is just for the nerds that enjoy to watch sports. That's all it is. We're just a bunch of nerds that watch sports.
Right.
I bet you anything, more than half of fantasy football players watch anime or comic books or have some type of comic book collection. Guaranteed. But fuck it, Foo. Why not?
Yeah, you know what? I agree. Took me a while to press that button.
Well, Foo, I want to end Foobar Sports with something we have yet to discuss. And it's been one of the most popular new series that have been out so far. And that is none other than HBO Max's Winning Time.
Yes, we haven't been talking about this show quite enough. It's really well done. I really enjoy how it's quaint. Even I think that's a fair kind of assessment because they're still using that film that they used back in the 80s. The lighting, the costumes, the motif is very much true to those times. And you're telling me too that there's some kind of controversy happening.
Oh yes, Foo,
between what was written on the script, right,
and what was written in the books. So, the biggest controversy in all of this is that this series. Let's just kind of give a little backstory here. The Winning Time series is based off of a novel made by writer and journalist James Palmer, and James Palmer had pretty much kind of how do I put this?
Chronicled?
There it is. He chronicled the Lakers dynasty. He had one-on-one interviews with each of these players, executives, so on and so forth.
Como se dice chronicle.
And in the book, he pretty much kind of had like not a non-dramatized way of, telling the whole story of the Lakers dynasty.
It was very much matter-of-factly rather than...
Very much matter-of-factly, whereas the show, written and directed by
dramatized.
Adam McKay, has very much dramatized, and so much so that a lot of the ex-players do not like how they are portrayed and like how the story is being told.
Even though there is a kind of like a sign at the beginning of every episode saying, we've taken our liberties or some shit
and that's
like that,
what you
right?
think it's at the beginning. It's actually at the end of every episode.
Excellent.
And that is one of the gripes of legend, and none other than Mr. Logo Jerry West is pissed off about all of this. So much so that he had his lawyers send HBO execs a letter pretty much requesting a formal apology and a retraction of the materials on Winning Time. What's he pissed off about? He's portrayed like a dick? Exactly.
Oh,
he's being portrayed. They don't like that he's being portrayed as a dick. He never threw a trophy through the window of an office. He never showed up to a practice in a fishing hat. He was never like an asshole and crazy person, as we saw in the last episode. He's in the limo, fucking flipping off the limo driver.
Right.
Jerry West 100% does not like that, because he was not, according to him, he was not. Some of the traumas that they portrayed in the show are a matter of fact. But he's not happy with the extreme portrayal because it make him seem like a lunatic. Mm-hmm. He's not the only one that's not happy.
There's another few people.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar actually released an article on his Substack, berating, saying that this show is classless, terrible character development, and just a terrible portrayal of what the times were around that time. Magic Johnson's not happy about it. Norm Nixon is so only because his son is portraying Norm Nixon on this show, so he's kind of a little biased there. So now a lot of people are kind of wondering, so what's going to happen to the show? Because there's no lawsuits yet, but the West Estate is essentially threatening a lawsuit. Which was kind of in the letter that they want this to stop, or have some type of restitution.
What do you think they're gonna go with, or what would be the right solution to this? Like the immediate knee-jerk solution to this, to put it at the beginning now,
to re-upload them, put them at the beginning, and then change the West character for season 2
and address it in the podcast. Isn't Rick Fox part of the after show talk too? Why don't they just address it?
They have yet to address it, and that's what's kind of frustrating. Especially if you watch these shows, you're like, come on, just address it. Just talk about it. But again, they don't want to build on the litigation. But yeah, it's still a good show. Remember, guys, this is a show. It's
still entertaining as fuck.
Very entertaining. You still get the basics of what they did to build this dynasty. It's still impressive. It does not take away from the how impressive everything was. But and the thing is, a lot of you may be wondering, well, didn't they have input? Weren't they reached out before, to get a little bit, of insight into their characters? The answer is a flat out no. And the reason why is because each of these individuals and characters are public figures. And remember, there is a rule that you cannot make money off your likeness as a public figure, that people can tell your story however they want. For instance, Vice, the George Bush movie, a lot of these things took a little liberties with how everything was portrayed. OJ versus the People, a lot of those things had a little dramatic liberties, and that's because they're public figures. It's public knowledge, so it kind of becomes like public domain property. So it's going to be interesting.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah. No, he's not real, Foo. I know.
What?
Bubba Gump lied to us, Foo. Burn them all down. Jeez. Give me all the shrimp.
Also, Bubba Gump is whatever.
Yeah.
I said it.
Yeah, Steph's going to burn and die after saying that.
What's your beef with the shrimp? Steph?
That there's no beef.
Yeah, what's up with that? It's all right. I mean, it's not the worst.
She's a beefy gal, foo.
All right.
The shrimp is good.
It's okay.
It's just a little salty.
That's
It's a little salty. It's salty.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Moving on.
I think that's it for sports, foo.
That's all you got, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's finish this off with music. We'll be right back. Well, Foos, before we get into the normal carousel of music genres that we always assign ourselves, I wanted to start with highlighting something that happened at Coachella, and it's going to happen this weekend, or probably already happened by the time we're recording this, at Coachella, where Danny Elfman took the stage, man. He took the main stage at Coachella, and I thought he did something cool. And now, for those who don't know who Danny Elfman is, now, I particularly am not a fan of his first batch of works with Oingo Boingo. A lot of people will burn me at the stake for such a statement, but as if you know me, you'll know that I'm pretty lukewarm with the 80s. Like, I'm pretty particular because a lot of the syntho pop that came out during that time was it's not something I'm down with.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Lukewarm? You hate the 80s.
Okay, yeah.
That is just full
I was
on.
waiting until somebody was going to call me out on that.
I would have taken lukewarm.
That is not lukewarm. His feelings for that.
All right. There's a specific cheese that comes out of the 80s, and the movies, the pretty much what everybody kind of throws in our face these days, or have for like the last 30 years of what the 80s were about. I'm out. Like, count me out. I'm not down for that.
Foo, you don't like the Goonies?
No. That's a terrible fucking movie.
Terrible person.
It's a bad movie.
It's not great.
It's a bad movie.
Good movie, Foo. It's my childhood.
Anyway, getting back to Danny Elfman. Aside from my opinions of his works with Oingo Boingo, the man's a genius. The man's a goddamn musical genius. For the last few decades, he's been providing us with the scores to a lot of huge movies, practically all the Tim Burton flicks. For those who don't know and probably need to go slap yourselves for not knowing this, but he's also the man who created the theme song for The Simpsons. And he did something special during his set at Coachella this year, and I got a clip for it. I want you to see. Screen behind him and the orchestra that he brought on stage with him, and they start playing the theme.
It's so cool.
Imagine being in the pit for that. And the music is all live.
Playing an intro. Does that look familiar to you? The animated intro?
It's one of the newer ones.
No, well, they're taking it a little bit more psychedelic.
Yeah.
Incorporating a lot of the old characters and footage.
And his Tim Burton influence.
So funny, dude. Like, seeing this guy, no shirt, all tatted up.
Yeah.
Like, what the frick is different?
Yeah, because he looked like such a dad when he's like in the studio with his orchestra. Anyway, yeah, that's
dope.
the clip right there. I thought that was super cool that he incorporated that into his set because, I mean, why the hell not? He created it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I wonder if he played a lot of his other work. I'm sure he did.
Yeah, he pretty much put together his entire career in this 45-minute Coachella set. Maybe he got more than that because he was, I guess he could be considered a headliner.
Imagine how many people were rolling while watching that film.
Bro. Especially if you're a Simpsons fan.
Oh yeah. Fucking tripping balls.
Yeah, that must have been really fun to watch live. It looks awesome here on this fucking cell phone cam footage. So I'll be putting that, in the video for us, for you guys to check out on our YouTube as I post all of our video from the podcast. But getting on to, let's see here, the carousel of genres. Steph, we'll go with you first. You picked Primus.
Yeah.
They came out with a new EP this year, most recently.
3-song EP.
Called Conspiranoid.
Yeah.
And this song that you picked was called Follow the Fool. I heard you playing this, didn't know it was Primus, and then when you said it was Primus, I was like, yep.
Yeah.
I get it now. Like, it just wasn't connecting at first, but you'll see what I mean. Let's play it. Yeah, that's good end credits music right there.
Yeah, man, it's a nice little, pick me up kind of song.
I can see it in a rom-com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like when he realizes he fucked up.
Right.
They're
running back to each other in the rain.
Oh god.
Exact scene.
Fucking movie.
And thunder. And dead.
Yeah. Another thing that happened at Coachella, which was a surprise to many that I didn't mention, but I figured I should because, this is kind of history in music. Lizzo joined Harry Styles on stage at Coachella, and they played Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive. And the one that everybody's talking about is both of them did One Direction's What Makes You Beautiful. We all know Harry Styles came out of One Direction. So everybody who was there to report on it says that that's posting about it says that it was like kind of a tearjerker. Like it took you back to a memory when Harry Styles was in that band, and he kind of reprised that feeling and that vibe when he did that with Lizzo. Wouldn't have chosen Lizzo to do it, but I mean, you can't undo that, right? So either way, I understand it was a very special moment.
Nice, Foo.
Yeah.
Foo. Mm-hmm. I think you're a closet Harry Styles fan.
I like the guy.
I know he does.
I really like the guy.
Loves him.
Yeah, he's funny too.
He's got a great voice, man.
Mm-hmm.
Great voice.
Yeah.
That's his boyfriend.
Fucking hall pass over here.
Don't try me, Steph.
No, thank you.
Look, I'm not saying no.
He's a great artist, though. I really respect what he's been doing lately, and how far he's broken away from what people thought he was really about.
Yeah, I like artists that do that.
Yeah.
Where they start off
reinvented himself.
Yeah, they reinvent themselves across different genres. Like Billie Eilish does that pretty well. Her and her brother Phineas, like they jump across all kinds of different genres, from rock to like hip hop to pop.
It's because their music takes elements from everything.
Yeah.
So if they want to take, the image I get in my head is at the beginning of Thomas the Tank Engine when he's getting out of the garage. Those are like many garages, and they all meet in the middle, right? And then the platform pivots to get onto the track. That's how they are with their genres. The fucking platform is them, and then they can go to any garage they want.
It's very impressive.
That is the Thomas the Tank Engine reference you'll get in 2022. We'll see you next year.
All right.
Oh, that's it. That's going to do it for music highlights. And the episode, man. So, Josh, you going to buy my mower, man?
TBD, Foo.
Oh, okay.
It's TBD.
He still owes me $20 for this movie ticket.
Yeah.
He's already 20 in the hole.
Evidently, I got debts.
Yeah.
I got to pay some debts here.
Yeah. Well, if you like your shins,
oh my God,
you'll come through with it.
If anyone doesn't hear from me in a while, you know where I was.
Nobody's going to fucking care.
Remember me. Avenge me.
Yeah.
That song's going to be playing.
Remind me.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you guys next week, where we're here to do this shit all over again. Thank y'all very much for listening into the Foobar Show. Remember to hit subscribe and be sure to rate, review, and tell a friend like a freaking champion. You can also listen in and get our swag at foobarshow.com. That's FOObarshow.com. And follow FOO Bar Show on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Join in, drop us a line, and we'll fill it up like a couple of foos. I've been Joe C.
I've been Josh.
And Steph.
Signing off saying...